Hello, this is Master Luke Chan. So today we talk about Tao Te Ching, of course, and then qigong, and and this particular lady, you can see now the praying hands, and then the ma bu, the horse stance, and so forth. But of course, she healed herself of depression and different things, and using qigong. And so, now it's very important. When you're doing the release, absorb, the sixth direction, and then what she does is the body and mind method with her feet like horse stance. But it's very important that your whole body, the coccyx and so on, is turning at the same time. It's very difficult to do. Sometimes that people just misplace it. So they just doing the this and then very stiff. So what we do is release, absorb. Even though you put your hands together, but somehow, some way, you very subtly doing the release, absorb. Now, when you're doing the release, absorb, of course, as we said again, release going out, stop, absorb. Stop. In between is the wu wei, here and now. That's everything start from there. The more, so if you are not moving your hands, but in your mind you're moving, just slightly release and very slightly release. So you feel the tingling sensation, all those things. But when you are focusing, release. Of course, your breath, release. So breathe. We breathing in, breathing out, without thinking about it. Breathing in, breathing out, and then, but it's many stops in between. Stop, stop, stop. One stop is actually relaxation. To the top of my head, touch your head, sky, coccyx turning, and then every time you say stop, go, you relax, relax, relax. So ask yourself at this moment: are you doing something? So immediately doing something. Ask yourself: stop. Stop, stop. So I used to have a game for people, shaking hands. When shaking hands, you need to stop. You stop, 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 stop. And then you relax, relax. But most people, when you raise your hand, immediately raise your shoulder. That's observe yourself. It's important to observe yourself. And then you move your hands. So, no. So total relax, and then let the chi going for you. And then in the fighter, they normally is amateur, those people, or even football player, want to pass another opposite prayer, and then you need to. So if you shift your shoulder one way, they already know that you want to shift to the legs or whatever. But however, if you're so relaxed, I think his name is Orlando or something, some kind of Ronaldo or something. So it's very hard to guard him because he move one way, but suddenly, but it's normally you. When people see his shoulder move one way, they think the opposite because he deliberately showing that moving, but actually his mind so calm that he's already do anything, and then suddenly he moved different leg, and then the person just so he just passed everyone. And then the fighting also, Bruce Lee, you cannot see his shoulder move because. Oh, he's so fast. Oh, no, it's so fast because he's so relaxed. Relaxing, wu wei, just calculus. It's a little bit, relax. So every stop and go is a relaxation. Until you're total relaxed, no more relaxation because it's a curve now. It's a curve. First you're very rigid, right? And then now you become the curve. So looks like very smooth, and then suddenly the legs on your head, Bruce Lee, boom, boom, and then you think he's here, and suddenly he's here. So he's totally in control. It's the wu wei. So he said in Tao Te Ching chapter 48, and of course the Bruce Lee said, well, get rid of extras, and everything, get out of it, and then the subtraction until into nothing, wu wei, and then actually you are here. And then that's why you don't see his shoulder move, and suddenly you'll be hit down because so relaxed and so forth. And then all those, and I believe good athletes, and that they reach the when they training, chapter 48 of Tao Te Ching, they said is reduce until wu wei. So relax until actually you total relax, and then your mind, but still stop go, but is rise with it, flow with it. It's called effortless moving. I call it sometimes called invisible action. It's not action there, but it's invisible. It's a curve, a curve. And then, of course, if you're into mathematics and calculus, at first, you have a big block there, and then less block, and then suddenly it's a curve. It's a formula. So the whole body moves as a formula. And then, and then here, that's the story of the person. When you're doing the horse dance, whatever, the whole thing. The horse dance there is your feet need to move, gradually move one way or the other. And then, of course, no shadow legs, and those people are very good at it. And then, without knowing it, the mind goes, the whole thing goes. Your mind, body, chi as one. And then, so what's going on? But this, a lot of training is the frame by frame training. That's the wu wei training until you're so relaxed. And then, of course, the way we're training in the 6 direction in our online program, if you want to join us, then we're talking about pulling up and the coccyx turning. It makes a lot of difference. I mean, hey, if you don't turn and turn, make a lot of difference. Just a little bit will change your practice. We're not. So everybody can do the movement and where's your hands, where's your next movement, where's your next movement. But subtle differences make a lot of difference. That's what is going to the wu wei. It's slow movement. But again, as soon as you start to move, what happens? I just ask you, what happened? As soon as you start to move, you tense up because that's the muscle. You want to move something, you must have to tense up first and go. But as soon as you tense up, those muscles are unnecessary because you just required a certain type of muscle in a certain movement. But the corrective movement of people that because they used to be, they move something, the whole body move. No, just the chi, blood going through it, and your breath going through it. And instead of the unnecessary muscle, you need to relaxing it. And then you can see the martial artists and fighting those bodybuilder with the muscle all over, because the bodybuilder just want to build a muscle, but the fighters, they want to fight with the whole thing. But anyway, that's but we're not doing the fighting. We're doing what? Healing the same. That lady is the same. When you read the story over and over again, and then it tells you the same thing that I'm telling you. And then, of course, Tao Te Ching, and it's difficult to read, but once I tell you, it's separate in the egg secret, and each secret, okay, why the action does a little bit, it's only one of the secrets. The other secret of you, people possess wu wei doesn't mean that he or she get Tao, is to get one of the things. Of course, you need to have love. You have to understand the life and death is one, and get rid of ego, and then Tao. The Tao is one, like a loaf of bread. We one with it. So. We aware that there's 10 chapters of that, and then remain silence, like you sitting down, right? You're doing qigong, or during daily life, you need to sit down. And then the next one, you have to, peace. You must appease yourself. And then the words, nasty. Nasty, you even look at it, there's a lot of conflicts, but you must keep your cool and then there's 5 ways to deal with it, and then we talk about in the Tao Te Ching, and then of course the white water, how you can keep the soft water as a baby. Of course, not like that. The Tao Te Ching tells us, and then gratitude, enough is enough. How can you do life with feeling enough? And then this all together with the Wu Wei Wu Lei, one of the secret of Tao Te Ching, and together you can have the way of mindful living. So that's what we do. Doing qigong is one try to do the softness like baby, and then keep our body connect with Tao. This is a part of the training of the whole system of mindful living. It's not just absent of illness and always deal with illness, because illness and healthy is a pair of yin and yang. So we need to deal with it the mindful way with Tao Te Ching. All right. So if you're not into Tao Te Ching, try to learn it, and then get the book, and then start to read it. So you must start from there, from Lao Ji. All right. Love yourself, love others, love nature is the essence of Tao. I love you from Yang So.